Yes, indeed. And away we go.
And we have a shuffled start screen.
Yeah, they're starting at vanilla level 1, and looks like caves are shuffled as well. There's a money-making game behind there, so... But now what we have to determine is this going to be a first quest, a second quest, or a mixed quest? Mixed enemies, by the way.
Shuffled in the overworld, too.
Yep, they have been shuffled in the overworld, so we're already seeing Lionels in very, not very normal places. Now we're going to go to Start Cave, and we have found the sword. Hey, the wooden sword is behind the wood sword cave. Very interesting. And also note, no candles, no extra candles. So that means if you want a candle, you're either going to have to purchase a candle or you're going to have to find the lucky red candle.
Given how we haven't seen a candle shop yet, I really don't know which of the two they're going to go for, but it looks like secrets are normal, so purchasing a candle may not be a bad call.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 30 rupees on Johann's side. That is the normal amount, so we may be seeing secrets not shuffled.
And Seawolf finds the take any's.
All right. And Seawolf has no more bombs, so he's now what looks like it's either second quest or mixed because he was unable to bomb Death Mountain's door where level 9 is, and now he's going to try. Yep, he can't do it. So this is either second quest or mixed. And if it is second quest overworld, there's only going to be one large secret.
And we also now know that shops are not randomized, as we found the Blue Ring shop with its normal items and normal prices.
Yep, and there's the small price shield. So now what we're going to be keeping an eye out for is if the 160 rupee shield is in the shop. If it isn't, then Boomstick is going to replace it at 200 rupees, and that could cause for some interesting results in dungeons. But of course, you have to have the magic wand if you want a shot at having the Boomstick, because you may purchase the Boomstick, but if you have no magic wand, it's of no use to you.
So it looks like we're getting some confirmation from chat that drop groups are shuffled.
Yeah, and if that's the case, that could be ugly when it comes down to it. And no Boomstick, as we see that the large shield is there for 160.
So far, this is looking like it's leaning towards a second quest overworld.
And if that's the case, again, only one large secret.
So
Our bracelet for Seawolf, he just found it in the normal location. Now we're going to see if he's going to try and bomb Monocle Rock, but no results. It's starting to look more and more like second quest.
Yes. Which means that the power bracelet and especially the recorder will be of much higher value.
Oh, absolutely. Very, very good chance that power bracelet and or the recorder is going to be required for this sea, because there are so many areas where you can use the whistle. And right now, finding just a... he's going to go ahead and purchase a heart. I certainly don't blame him. He was down to half a heart. Johann is at 1.5 hearts right now, and you want to try and explore as much of this overworld as you can without dying. Might be easier said than done, just depending on what enemies you might see. Just a lonely blue Octorok there's going to get even more bombs.
And he finds a dungeon.
Yep, first one. This is level 4, so hey, it's easy for us. They're isolated. We know exactly where they are, and it looks like there's a chance the pellets have not been shuffled.
Not only that, but it also looks like there's a chance the shape hasn't been shuffled.
Yeah, it is a little early to tell, but there is a decent chance that this might be the normal vanilla layouts. We will find out, and we're getting some confirmation from the chat that, yeah, this looks indeed like this is a vanilla set of dungeons, so this should be pretty easy for both of these players.
Yes, indeed, especially if they can find the early ladder and maybe even the early magical key in this case.
Yep, and now Johann gets to play a game of 3-door money. Which locked door is he going to take? Does it go on the top?
I definitely agree with that decision, given that there's a lot more rooms on the top than on the side.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And low HP red dark nuts.
This could be a 0 HP seed, potentially. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Those Lionels just went down in one hit. I think this is a 0 HP seed.
We'll see what these pulls voice. Yep, it's 0 HP.
Wow, that is fantastic. And a bonus cave has been found by Seawolf. He's now up to 4 hearts. Currently, he has a 1 in 6 chance of picking up whatever the white sword item might be.
And it looks like Pulse Voice are in the life dropping group.
Yeah, very interesting indeed.
So with that heart container being in the Gleeok room, we may not have shuffled dungeon drops.
Yeah, potentially, yeah, because that's normally where the heart container is after you've defeated the Gleeok in level 4. Both of these players now have 4 hearts.
And Seawolf finds level 1.
Yep, level 1, that means he's going to be finding 2 items, and it's starting to really look like, based on that layout, that this is vanilla level 1. It's really looking like it. The recorder has been picked up. Huge item there for Seawolf.
Yeah, I'm starting to think now that we don't have shuffled dungeon drops, which means that both players are going to be looking for the Triforce rooms to find their Triforce.
And it looks very much like that Seawolf has found the item in level 1, trying to do the clip, which he's having a little bit of trouble doing. He might want to try and take out these Stalfos, and he does. Push the block. Let's find out what's behind the staircase. It is Lord Banana. He's going to go ahead and pick it up, and I certainly don't blame him with 0 HP enemies this early in the race.
Plus, it gives him a permanent ranged weapon to use on the overworld and in any Guerrilla dungeon.
Yeah, that is correct. And again, also another useful thing about the boomerang is you could pick up hearts and rupees and such with it that would normally cost you rupees if you were to use, say, the arrow.
Exactly. So it looks like Johann has left level 4.
Now, it looks like he may have been key blocked. He's going to go to the normal money-making game. And hey, blue candle, he's got enough money. He's going to go ahead and purchase it.
Oh, look at Seawolf's side. All the locked doors you never wanted.
Wow, 3-door money, and he has no keys to play with. He's going to have to get out of there and come back later for the Triforce. Tough break.
I think that is the most appropriate use of 3-door money I've seen yet.
Yep, and that is the worst to see it when you have 3 doors to choose from, and let's see, you only have 1 key. I tend to see that a lot in level 9.
And even if fast text was not on, it looks like players will not be able to up and A out of the door repair message because it looks like it's just neat.
Yep, and if what we've seen seems to be consistent, I'm guessing that the door repair penalty is probably going to be the standard 20. Level 2 has been found by Johann. He's going to be looking for 1 item on the ground, and again, it's vanilla layout, so it shouldn't be too bad. And it looks like we've got a Darknut set seeing those Gibdos on the screen.
Yep. Seawolf finds a bonus cave up on Death Mountain.
Yep, up to 5 hearts, a 5 out of 6 chance of picking up the white sword item if he can find it. Triforce in the Triforce room, so it's really looking more and more like that nothing is shuffled in terms of the item drops.
In which case, Johann's going to be looking for the 4 turret room in level 2. Meanwhile, the Seawolf is in level 8 and finds a Goma.
Yep, nothing you can do about that. No bow, no arrows. So there's going to be 2 items here, and both of them are going to be behind staircases. But he's key blind. Nothing else he can do here. He's going to try and... Yep, there's the method. He's going to find the bomb hole that's going to take him north, and maybe he can proceed.
Not only that, but he could also do the glitch to open up that door on the left by walking to the screen to the left and then walking back.
Now, if there was any doubt in the world that anything was shuffled, you should have no doubts anymore because that is definitely level 8's layout normal.
And
we've got a Guerrilla set in level 8 as well. We still have not seen a Wizrobe set. We've already seen 4 dungeons. We have to see at least 2 of each. In Zelda Randomizer, the rules are at least 2 dungeons have to have the Guerrilla set, 2 dungeons have to have the Darknut set, and 2 dungeons have to have the Wizrobe set. The other 3 can be any combination, which means potentially we could see 5 Wizrobes. But it would have to be the last 5 we see because we've already seen 4 dungeons. 5 dungeons, actually. So, no, it's not going to be 5 Wizrobe dungeons, thankfully.
Although it is starting to look a little bit more and more like level 7 is going to be Wizrobes,
And level
just
9
by
as well.
probability.
Yeah, on level 7, of
Yeah.
course, 33 rooms of pure havoc. It wouldn't surprise me at this point.
So Johann is still looking for the item in 2. I'm not sure if he knows yet that the room drops are not shuffled, although he might by now, given how many he's seen. And a potential Gomo block, again, on Seawolf side.
Looks like we still have not identified the item in level 2 yet. Johann is still in level 2 trying to find that item, and now he's going to have some problems with these blue dart nuts. One hit costs you 2 hearts, and oh, he gets a lucky fairy right there. Very nice. Gets a heart drop as well. And hey, the inferior model is one of the items in level 8, and Seawolf is passing it up.
Given that he's got the regular boomerang now, I don't disagree with it at all.
Plus, it's harder to control than the wood boomerang, so yeah, I definitely don't blame him for not picking it up.
It looks like the item room in 2 is going to be all the way in the normal Triforce room, but Johann should pick up a heart container here, and he does.
Yep, up to 5 hearts, and let's see if it holds true. Yep, the 4 shooters, just like you see, so has to full clear this room, however, but it's a pretty easy room with just these Zols.
And it's the ladder.
Oh, what a big find right there by Johann. A powerful thing to have in the Zelda Randomizer, so he is done with level 2. Nice find.
We might have the second item on 8 on Seawolf's side. We do not. It's just a passageway.
Yep, unfortunately, he's just going to have to pick another path, and there's 30 rupees right there, and that's not... Normally don't find secrets there, so you're going to have to really search high and wide if you want to figure out where that 100 large is, because again, this being second quest overworld, just the 1 large. Money's going to be tight. Make your decisions wisely.
I don't know if we're going to see a blue ring purchase or not in this seed, given that there's only going to be 1 large secret.
And here's the other thing. Since this is 0 HP, a ring is less of a priority. I mean, if they find the red ring, all good, fine and dandy, but I don't think they're going to be saving up for blue ring. They're going to be saving up for the other items, I would imagine.
More than likely, what they'll want to save up for, given that we have no boomstick, would be the bomb upgrades.
Yeah, bomb upgrades, I can see them purchasing because level 9, anything can happen in level 9 because, of course, we always like to call it the great equalizer, and resource management is key. The more bombs you have in level 9, the better off you are. The second item is the book. No way. 2 atrocious items in level 8. I mean, if Johann finds level 8 last, he could gain some time on Seawolf based on that fact that we have just seen.
But I would say he's already got a little bit of an advantage over Seawolf just from having the ladder.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're bound to see a dungeon that is going to be ladder blocked sooner or later. It's very rare. But we did see one race earlier this week where the ladder was not required at all. So you just never know. But chances are you're going to need that ladder somewhere.
And it looks like the Triforce in level 4 is early on, but the item is deep in. Although this could be the item room right here.
And the first Triforce capture for Seawolf on the board, level 8, is done for him.
And it looks like that first devil block was not the item room, but we find another devil block immediately afterwards.
Surely this is the pushable block, right? Let's find out. It is, and I would imagine we're going to find the item right now. That item is the magic wand. Not bad at all.
Especially given he doesn't have a ranged weapon yet.
Yep, with the range, yep. I mean, Magic Wand is not quite as useful, again, because it's a 0 HP seed, but because it has a lot of range, yeah, you definitely want to pick up that wand to get those hard-to-reach enemies.
And based on what I've seen on Seawolf's side, we've seen all of the take-any's, and 3 of them are on Death Mountain.
Ooh. It's good to have some Death Mountain take-any's, but too many on Death Mountain. Yeah, you hope to have it kind of spread out, but sometimes that's just how it works.
Yes, indeed.
Now
so
with 3
Seawolf
keys,
is going back into... Oh, He was key blocked out of level 1 before, that's right.
That is correct. He now has 3 keys, so now he has a really good shot of getting that Triforce now. But remember, it's time to play 3-door Monty. Where is he going to go? He's got no compass. He's going to try the right side first. And hey, he's rewarded with another key.
So he had to spend a key to get a key, which isn't necessarily that bad.
Swang and a miss on Lord Banana with that fairy, but he's still good on health.
So Johann is checking the Arma statues over by Vanilla level 2. He's going to find a Take Any.
Yeah, very nice. He's going to go ahead and pick up the Heart Container. He's now guaranteed the White Sword item if he can find it with those 6 hearts. And it looks like bosses are not 0 HP. That has been shuffled. Of course, they could be the standard amount as well. It's too early to tell.
We do find the Hungry Rope, in this case, in level 1, in a room that has nothing to the north of it. So meat will not be required.
Yep, most definitely not. All right, and we've got a 30 rupee secret find for Johann. He's currently up to 109 rupees, and I had mentioned this earlier. Now we can confirm it. The palettes have definitely been shuffled. We had seen level 4 be the same color, but yep, we can definitely confirm that's been shuffled. But no worries. There's the Triforce capture for Seawolf level 1.
So what Seawolf is hoping for at this point... Ooh, Red Ring is the coast item, which means silvers may not be in level 9.
Yep, that is correct. The normal fare in level 9, the red ring and the silver arrows, looks like that's been shuffled. So there is a chance that level 9 does not have the silver arrows. And having that red ring is huge for Johann. That's going to increase his defense. The damage taken will now be down to 1/4. Excellent find right there by Johann.
So what Seawolf is going to be looking for at this point is... He wants to find level 2 to get that ladder, and he also wants to find a recorder-blocked dungeon right now before Johann goes into level 1 to get that recorder.
Right. Meanwhile, he did find a bonus cave, and he is rewarded with a red heart, so he too is guaranteed the white sword item if he can find it, if it's something good. Well, it's got to be something decent. All the bad items are out of play with the two, with the book and the inferior model, not Lord Banana. We love Lord Banana, right, TG?
We find level 6 on Johann's side.
Let's see what... Ooh, door repair penalty. And it is the standard 20 rupees I've now just found out. So that has not been shuffled either. Level 6 found by Johann, yes. Indeed.
And it's a Guerrilla set, which I'm guessing 7's going to be a Wizrobe set. Unless 5 is the only other Wizrobe set besides 9.
Potentially, yes. Remember, only 2 required have to be a Wizrobe set. So if it's just 2, hey, that's not a bad deal.
No, it is not. Johann finds a staircase in 6, but it only takes him further into the dungeon.
Yes, indeed. That is the staircase. He's hoping to find the item. He'd like to find the bow, I would imagine.
That's probably at the top of his list. I would guess second would be the magical key.
Or the silver arrows, because again, silver arrows, no guarantee now that it's in level 9. Again, red ring was the item on the coast.
Now, this presents an interesting situation for Seawolf because he knows that the book and the inferior model are an 8. Johann does not. So if it comes down to gambling on 7, will Johann just gamble on 7 and hope that there's good items in 8?
That depends. Well, he has found the red candle in level 6. He's debating it, and he's decided nope on the red candle. I guess I can't blame him because, again, we're dealing with 0 HP enemies, and at 19 minutes in, kind of not worth your time, although the red candle allows you to fire multiple shots on the screen. Speaking of candles, Seawolf has found a candle shop. He's going to go ahead and buy that blue candle.
And an interesting little fact about the candle and also the wand with the book. Basically, any weapon that you get that allows you to shoot fire. If you pick up a clock from an enemy, you can still be hurt by your own fires.
That's correct. Yes, indeed, because that's one reason why people don't want to pick up the book, because, again, when you pick up the book and you have the wand equipped, anytime that wand makes contact with an enemy, it bursts into flames. It can deal extra damage to those enemies, but yes, like you said, you can deal your own damage if you touch the flames. Plus, it makes doing that sword and wand trick on Patras much more difficult.
So the good news is, Seawolf has found level 2. He should find the ladder in here.
Yes, indeed. But again, remember, he has to go all the way to the tip in order to find it.
But it looks like, given the way he's going, he might just be headed straight there.
We'll see. 5 keys. No, he's going to spend a key.
Yeah.
Well, it's all about taking the right turns, and sometimes you're going to take that chance, and sometimes it's not going to pay off. In this case, it's not really going to pay off, but hey, he's got another key, so no penalty.
That is right. So Johann gets the Triforce in 6.
Ooh, and Seawolf takes a death there in level 2. He's going to have to give it another shot.
Yep.
Can't bomb there. That further confirming if there was still any doubts. You can't do that in second quest. You can only do that in first quest. Kind of makes you wonder if Johann has realized that this is pure second quest or mixed. Well, he couldn't burn that candle, but he missed. It's the bush before it that you have to burn.
Now, I've found that I always like to check the first quest spots anyway, even if it looks like second quest. And we have level 3 on Johann's side.
Yep, so he's going to be looking for one item, and it's another one of the shorter dungeons in the game. So a pretty good find right there by Johann. We'll see what kind of items or enemies we are having to deal with, and it looks like we may have our first Wizrobe dungeon right here.
We do, because those fires confirmed that.
Hey, early Triforce, so obviously he's going to pass it up for now. He's looking for the item. And look at
right
this.
There.
Wow. Easiest level 3 you'll ever see it with a Wizrobe set. You're not even going to see pancakes for that matter. What do we got here?
The raft.
The raft. Okay, so the raft may or may not be required. There's still a few items that we have not found yet, a few dungeons we have not found. So you're going to pick up that raft. It's a required item, and it's one of the items that you're never going to find in level 9. There are some items that can't be in level 9. Raft is one of them, along with the ladder, the power bracelet, the recorder, and the bow. Those 5 items cannot be in level 9, and that's one of the fastest level 3s you'll ever see.
Looks like Seawolf did not get the ladder out of level 2.
He has passed on it. That could come back into play, but again, I haven't seen a ladder block yet, so maybe it won't matter. We will find out.
The only ladder block I've seen is to get the wand in level 4.
Which, of course, not everybody needs to have the wand. So he's going to push this block here where 5 is, but he's having trouble finding it. There's the right block. Good job, Seawolf. And another bonus cave. He's going to go up to 7 hearts.
That is all of the bonus caves found for this seed.
Yep, so if he knows that, he probably may have wanted to save a red potion, but we'll see. Again, 0 HP enemies, maybe not the highest priority like it normally would be. Ooh, clock, get that clock. Nice use of Lord Banana to pick up the clock to freeze those Lionels in place. Good job, Seawolf. And
Yes.
hey, speaking of paper, we found it.
And the guy carrying the letter hates paper cuts, apparently, so it's a good thing we took that off his hands.
Yep, so now if he does find a medicine shop, show that letter, he can buy some potions. So bonus caves worked out for Seawolf.
And we do know at this point the potions will be at their normal 40 and 68, respectively.
Yep, that's right. Seawolf has found the lone large secret right there in the waterfall for 100 rupees.
And that puts him well in bomb upgrade range if he chooses to go for that.
And also if he finds it as well, because sometimes those bomb upgrades like to be held deep in dungeons, and sometimes it's going to be somewhere where you're not going to excavate at all. So again, we'll see if it does come into play. Both players now have 7 hearts when Johann picked up the heart container in that bonus cave.
Yep. For all we know, we could have the bomb upgrades in the regular dungeons or even one in level 3.
Johann has just found the power bracelet under its normal spot, so he too can now push those blocks.
Looks like Seawolf is going to go down Candle Row here.
And he'll find a bomb shop. He's going to purchase the wooden arrows. I definitely agree with that. You never know if you're going to be Goma blocked out of anything, so I do definitely agree with that purchase. Plus, he's going to pick up some bombs for 20 rupees. Again, that's a purchase I definitely would take. Of course, if bombs appear behind those moblins. But again, remember, the drop groups have actually been shuffled, so no guarantees.
Yep. Let's see what we have at the corner of Candle Row. We have money.
10 rupees for Seawolf. He's back up to 85 rupees.
And southwest of Vanilla 4, we have a potion shop.
Found it. Yep, Moblin's running it today and is going to go ahead and buy the red potion for the standard 68 rupee price. That means he can use it twice to refill all of his health. He's going to try and use it at the most opportune time.
Meanwhile, Johann's now exploring the graveyard.
And he's trying to remember which of these gravestones he has to push, because remember, it's a different gravestone that you've got to push. He's just going to go ahead and up an A. Try again.
Not to mention, you've also got that whistle spot.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Seawolf is going to go ahead and fill up his health here at the fairy fountain. Good idea.
And Johann goes ahead and buys the wooden arrows.
I agree with this play. 87 rupees, that's enough money to buy the wooden arrows. I would definitely do that play as well. So good purchase right there.
And with him having the red ring, I imagine potions are a little bit less of a priority.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it looks like we have just community hints.
Yeah, just community hints. So if that's the case, well, yeah, if it's just community hints, yeah, forget finding where everything is, where Zelda's going to be, where Ganon's going to be, where the items are going to be, where the dungeons are going to be. Yep, just community hints. That's all we've got. No mixed, just community hints. So you better know your Zelda, that's for sure.
Level 9 is under a recorder spot in the desert.
Wow, so recorder definitely required to complete this seed. So, yep, definitely know your second quest whistle spots, because if you don't, you're not beating the seed.
Now that's interesting, because now Seawolf knows once he finds and gets through all the dungeons, he can just go straight to 9. He doesn't have to look for it.
Yeah, that is correct, and that can be key. We have seen some runners lose time by not being able to find level 9 right away because it ended up being the last dungeon that they'd find. So we'll see if that's a factor.
Meanwhile, we find just a 30 secret underneath the one of the vanilla take-any roads.
Yep, that's right. And Seawolf is going to bomb there and find another meat shop with a cheap magical shield. Nothing doing there for Seawolf.
The Seawolf should come across level 4 here real quick.
Yep, in fact, he's in it right now. And to recap, the item in level 4 is the magic wand, but again, he is going to be ladder blocked out of it, as you had mentioned earlier. In fact, he's ladder blocked out of this key here.
Now, if he finds an early bow and does not check the coast item, which I doubt he's not going to check it, but could that play into what he goes for in dungeons? Because he's going to find the Triforce right now.
Oh, absolutely, because he's going to want to find as many as possible. But here's the catch. If he never checks the coast, he's not going to know red ring's there, and he's not going to know that he may have to gamble, because there's no guarantee right now that the silver arrows are in level 9. But of course, there's also no guarantee that Ganon's even required to beat the seed. So a lot of factors could be swirling through a Seawolf's mind right now.
And we are almost 30 minutes into the seed and still have not seen the White Sword Cave yet.
Oh, that is true. We did see a hint cave, but again, with just community hints, they're worthless. The prices are the same, though, as normal.
And it looks like Seawolf is going back into level 2, presumably to get the item, and this is definitely the right decision to make at this point.
Yep, absolutely. He'll be delighted to find out that the ladder is the item in level 2. There's a potion shop behind where the magical sword normally is in second quest, but without a ladder, there's nothing he can do with there.
Unfortunately, it's not a dungeon.
Nope.
That's one of my favorite spots for dungeons to be.
Yep, absolutely. I've yet to see one yet in this tournament. How about you, Isolated?
I have not either. Although, I've seen quite a few dungeons under Power Voicelet spots in general, but just not that specific one.
True. Gonna bomb here and find a bomb shop. He's got 6 bombs. Not going to make any purchases here. And Seawolf is approaching the end of this level. He has to go to the very tip of the moon in order to find what he's looking for. He's almost there, just a couple of rooms away.
And Johann gets told by a merchant that the merchant doesn't think the seed is beatable.
Yep, that's one of the community hints that does not mean a penalty cave. But meanwhile, he has found the lone large secret to Johann behind that waterfall for 100 rupees. He's up to 139.
So he's going to find the letter here behind Vanilla White Sword.
Yep, and no problems there with these blue Lionels. He will find that letter. If he shows it to the merchant, he can buy some potions. And after the Zols get defeated on Seawolf's side, he will pick up the ladder and then get the heck out of here.
And he also did pick up the heart from the Dodongo room just before. So that gives him 8 hearts.
Yep, he's 2 away from a potential shot at the magical sword. It's a 10% shot, but again, magical sword is not going to really make a difference to these players unless Ganon's hit points are not 0. We've seen boss HP not be 0, so there's a chance that Ganon's HP might not be 0 either.
And Johann opts to take the red potion from the final bonus cave.
Interesting play considering he found the letter, but I don't fault him for taking the red potion because he may never find a potion shop and he may never have the rupees to purchase potions. So I definitely don't fault him for that. And again, magical sword not a really big factor when you're talking 0 HP enemies. So I definitely don't blame him for that move.
He could also be thinking about potentially buying a bomb upgrade if he can find one.
Yes, indeed. At 142 rupees, he definitely has enough. We don't know the price of the bomb upgrades. That's a separate flag, so there is the potential the prices and the bombs you receive could be shuffled. Normally, it's 100 rupees in price, and you get 4 bombs. But if the prices are shuffled between 75 and 125, then we're talking 2 to 6 bombs as the upgrade.
Level 7, underneath a whistle spot over by the coast.
So we're now double recorder required here. 2 dungeons needed via the whistle, and right now there's no whistle on Johann's side of the board. So this could give Seawolf the edge right now. They're both tied in Triforce pieces.
Though Johann is about to find level 1, and I sincerely doubt he's not going to look for both items in here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Level 1's small enough, and especially the fact it's vanilla. Yeah, you're looking for both items.
You'll be very happy he did.
Yet another Guerrilla set here in level 7. So it's going to be easy searching, and that's what it normally is in first quest. It's a Guerrilla set in level 7. So it's not going to be too bad to excavate the levels if he's going to try and find the key item.
Yep. Seawolf picks up the heart container in level 7 and confirms 0 HP bosses.
0 HP
because that Gliok was going down in 1 hit of the wood sword.
I wonder why that Maldorm didn't go down in 0 hits, though. Of course, I may have. My eyes might have been playing tricks. So if that's the case, then yeah, 0 HP bosses. No, 1 HP Gliok. There's Lord Banana on Johann's side, and he is going to pass on it. 33 minutes in. Certainly don't blame him.
No, I don't think Gliok can go down to 1 HP though, because he normally has 10. And then 6 on each head.
Random HP bosses, maybe. Random HP bosses. What is the range of random HP bosses? I'm curious about that. I've actually not known the answer to that.
I'd always thought it was like the normal enemies, where it can be plus or minus 4 wood sword hits.
Could be.
Now, during that, I did miss if Johann picked up the whistle out of level 1.
He did. He does have the whistle as indicated by the Triforce and item chart on Z Helper. Indeed, he's got it.
Okay, cool.
5 Triforce pieces for Johann, 4 Triforce pieces for Seawolf as he is continuing to progress through level 7, and he may find himself bow blocked. It depends.
Maybe. I think there's a way around this Goma, though.
Right. We will find out.
So Johann should find level 8 relatively quickly here. And find a staircase in level 7.
Yeah, we'll see if this is the staircase that's going to give him the item that he's looking for. He's pausing a little bit, thinking about his moves, goes ahead and grabs the clock, uses Lord Bennett to take out the last gel, and nope, that's not where the item is.
Just a passageway.
But it could be the passageway he needs.
And it looked like based on the timing of that pause, he might have accidentally played the whistle for the gels.
Possibly.
Although unfortunately, loud noise does not work on gels.
Nope, it certainly doesn't. Actually, it only works on dig doggers. It doesn't even work on, contrary to what you see in the manual, the recorder actually doesn't work on the Pole's voices. You want bow and arrow against Pole's voices.
Unless you're playing on the Japanese Famicom version that has that second controller microphone, then it actually does work, and it's really weird.
That's actually a cool feature that was implemented in that version of Zelda, and right now Johann has found level 8, and he is not going to be happy to find the 2 items that lie beneath.
No, he is not. So we're down to 3 possible locations for the bow at this point.
By the way,
Here in level 7, the white sword item in level 5.
By the way, that was a troll staircase item, or the troll staircase that Seawolf just entered. It was a dead end, so he is going to have to take the long way.
Ooh. And he finds a hint about, based on the happy mask salesman from Majora's Mask.
Yep, that is true. That is the quotation from that game. You would be correct, Isolated. Well, excuse me, princess. That is the other community hint, which is from the 1989 Legend of Zelda cartoon, Link's catchphrase.
I am so happy that that is before my time.
Yep, 13 episodes, just 1 season, although Link did make a few appearances in the 2nd season of Captain N, which was a cartoon on NBC.
You know, technically this entire game is before my time, but that's another topic.
Yep, true. Let's move on.
I was going to say ladder block, but then I forgot he went back and got the ladder.
That's right. They both have the ladder now, so we don't have to worry about ladder blocks here. And look at this. Escher, eat your heart out. Look at all these community hints here. That's the 3rd one we've seen already. Wow.
Now, that could also indicate that the bomb upgrade men are shuffled.
Yep, that's the case. Yeah, we may see no bomb upgrades, period. In fact, I think any level can have a bomb upgrade except level 9. I've never seen a bomb upgrade in level 9.
I have not either, although I have seen weak blocks in 9.
Oh yeah, that is a thing. It won't be a thing in this race, but that is a thing. Speaking of things, another bow block. Can he work a way around it? It looks like he may be able to.
If he can bomb to the north here.
I'll be able to get the Triforce, but he can't get the Triforce. Interesting. So we may have a bow block, and if that's the case, maybe the bow is in level 5. Which, by the way, we have not discovered yet.
Well, there's also the white sword item yet.
True. It could also be the white sword item. We have yet to see that.
This could be draft required to get the bow if it's the white sword item.
If that's the case, we've got ourselves a chain reaction seed. But we may have found a workaround. We'll see, though.
We'll find out in about... No, you are bow blocked in 7 at
Wow,
least.
what a troll level 7 this is, and Seawolf has no choice but to leave. Wow, what a troll level 7. That is why I like to call it 33 rooms of pure chaos right there. And Red Ring has been discovered by Seawolf. He'll be happy to see that. His defense is now quadrupled. 1/4 damage he's taking now. So yeah, this is looking like a potential chain reaction seed.
Now, if you're Seawolf, you're probably wanting to find the raft at this point.
That's right. And to recap, the raft is the item in level 3, which he has not discovered yet.
I want to say level 3 was over by that lake in the southeast. Or wait. It's either there or it's... No, it's not southwest of there. It's...
All right, level 8 Triforce has been discovered by Johann. He's going to pass it up. He's looking for the second item, and he's not going to be happy when he finds it.
Has either player done the Deadwoods yet?
I don't believe they have. And if they have, I haven't seen much excavated.
Well, it looks like Seawolf hasn't done it based on his tracker so far, so the White Sword item could very well be there.
Maybe.
Seawolf is going to find the passageway on level 6. Looks like he's opting not to take it.
Oh, he's going to take it.
Yes? Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Johann's going to pick up the Triforce out of level 8. We'll see if he goes back for the second item.
Well, we'll see if the gamble strats come into mind. Remember, he knows that Silver Arrows may not be in level 9. What's his plan? He's out of there. Good call.
He may not realize it quite yet, but it definitely is. And there goes his money.
Yep, he's bankrupt after finding that door repair penalty.
So, I'm starting to think we might have a magical key in level 9 situation.
Very well might be. Hey, old man. I don't want to talk about winter right now. Winter just ended. Don't tell me that winter is coming, although technically it is, even though it's not for a while.
Winter is coming on the other side of the planet.
True. All right, moving on. There's a heart container pickup right there by Seawolf. He's got 10 hearts, which would give him a 10% chance of magical sword. But again, as I like to say, because this is 0 HP, there's almost no chance that they're going to pick up the magical sword unless it is on the way to a level. So I don't see it.
Yeah, especially... Well, Seawolf knows where both of them are.
Well, that's true.
So he might decide it's right next to 9, and if Ganon is required and is not 0 HP, it will make his kill a lot quicker.
Yeah, but keep this in mind. They both have red rings, so even if it's not a 0 HP Ganon, they're going to be bulked up by then.
Although we do have a bit of a troll dongo on Seawolf's side, spending a lot of bombs to get nothing.
Yep, unfortunately, that is not a push block room.
So Johann's going to go check the whistle spots in the desert, and he too is going to find level 9.
Yep, absolutely. So that'll give him an edge. But first, he's going to find this cheap magical shield shop. He does only 5 rupees, nothing doing there. You know, that's interesting. I don't think either player has checked the recorder spot where level 3 is in second quest. Wonder if there's something useful there.
No, I don't think either player has either.
Yep. In fact, when it's mixed overworlds, you're going to see double Recorder Lake, potentially, with both the level 3 and the level 7 Recorder Lake spots, potentially. Not always, but potentially.
Johann's going to find Bohemian Rhapsody reference underneath the Power Bracelet spot. I like that.
Easiest boss in the game, the rupee boss for Seawolf. He's at 50 rupees, but there's nothing he can do there. That, too, is not a push block room.
I think I would take the Triforce and go up the other side of the dungeon at this point if I was looking for the item.
Well, he's not taking your advice. He is continuing to go through the northern part now. Let's see if he decides to back off. Yep, he's heading back for the Triforce now. I think this is the right play.
Yep.
And little does he know, it's going to be the right play again if he decides to not go back into level 6. Let's see what Seawolf decides to do. We're going to check vanilla level 4 and raft not required. Instead, he's going to lose his money again.
Has either one checked the raft spot on the coast?
I want to say they did. I'm pretty sure.
I know Seawolf did not.
Did.
He kind of hightailed it out after he got the red ring.
Well, maybe it hasn't been checked yet. I thought it was, but maybe it hasn't.
Oh, he has to take the staircase because he's old man blocked.
Aha, yes. So, gotta take that staircase now.
And given the distribution of secrets, it's pretty much guaranteed to be second quest overworld at this point if there is any doubt left.
Yep. There's another secret for 10 rupees that Johann just picked up. So now he's got some money to play with. 40 rupees to his name.
Yep.
Yeah, level 5. Maybe we'll see if you guys are right. You're thinking maybe the recorder spot in vanilla level 3 second quest. We'll see if that's where it is.
I want it to be the recorder spot directly south of the graveyard.
Well, we'll see if that's where it is. And remember, well, I don't think he had the recorder at the time, but remember, Johann was in that area, but there was nothing else he could do.
Yep. And another door repair.
Wow. I don't know how many door repairs there are in second quest, but it seems like we've seen about 50 of them already.
I think there's 10 in a second quest overworld and 9 in a first quest overworld.
That very well may be. Red Candle has been found by Seawolf. He's not happy to see that. He is not going to take it. And again, 45 minutes in, Red Candle has expired.
And a potion shop is under the whistle spot near vanilla level 3.
Yep, but not enough money to purchase a potion at this point. So, you know.
Plus, I still think he has that red potion from that bonus cave.
That's correct. Both of these players have a red potion. He got his from the bonus cave. Seawolf purchased his. He took all hearts in bonus caves. And Seawolf's going to have to go around because the only way you can burn that bush is from the other side, I believe. I don't think you can do it from there.
The bush on that screen, you can burn from either side, but you have to go around if you want to walk around if it's not burnable.
And he's going to burn it now. He's going to do that clip to get to the ladder or the staircase here, and we're going to see if there's anything useful there because Johann did not burn that bush. He tried to, but he missed. Let's see if there's anything here. He's trying to clip it, but maybe if he's able to get there, but he's having trouble. He may have to go around if you're wasting time, Seawolf. Let's see what's going to happen.
Those tree clips are kind of tricky to get.
Yeah, it's much more trickier than it looks. It's like the block clip without a weapon.
You can actually buffer it. I think it's more the lack of visual guide because with the block clip you can kind of line things up.
Hey, the white sword item is the white sword and finally found by Johann. So, again, that's going to double his attack power. But, again, it's not really relevant because, again, 0 HP enemies. But, hey, if Ganon is not 0 HP, that could come in handy.
And that also guarantees that the bow is in level 5 because the item in 7 was bow blocked.
That is correct. So I will write that down.
And level 5 is in that bush that Johann did not burn.
Wow, what? And that is going to come back to haunt him potentially. That is insane. Unbelievable. So, indeed, the bush has level 5. Amazing.
So Seawolf should pick up the bow in here. Then it's going to be a question of will he gamble on level 7?
Yeah, because, again, right now, as it stands, there's a 2 in 3 chance that the silver arrows are in level 9.
Now, the reason I say will he gamble on level 7 is he hasn't found level 3 yet, but the item in level 3 is about 2 or 3 rooms in. Right. So he'll find that really quick.
It's a quick Triforce pickup in level 5. Seawolf's going to go back in there. The right call, because, again, there's a very high probability that the bow is going to be in here.
And this also confirms ladder is not required for this scene. Not ladder, raft.
Yep. Which we kind of figured after checking the raft spot, and now, yeah, no raft.
Yep.
Let's see if he has found the item in this easy staircase that's unguarded. Unguarded bow! Can you believe this? Who's running this dungeon here, isolated? An unguarded bow? Seriously?
Ganon from the 80s cartoon.
Probably. I will accept that answer. Good one, isolated.
And candle shop in the coast draft spot.
Yep, so nothing doing there for Johann, so it could have been worse. The one thing I hate seeing in the raft spot is door repair penalties. That's the one thing I just don't like seeing, because it's like you have the raft, I'm like, you made it this far, but hey, I'm taking your money. I hate that.
Well, maybe the person just wanted to have a nice, solitary home, and you just barge yourself in.
Well, you make a good point there, isolated.
I mean, this is the one of the few games in the Zelda series that actively punishes you for breaking and entering.
Yeah, that's right. Indeed. All right, so there's the level 3 Triforce pickup right there by Seawolf. He's got one Triforce piece left. It's level 7 where Johann is in right now. Unfortunately, he's going to discover eventually the bad news. He is bull blocked.
Seawolf is going back to level 3 to look for the item, which I don't disagree with, given how short the dungeon is and that silvers are still in play.
Yep, that's right. Here are the items that are still at large. We still have the heart container, the magical key, and the silver arrows. Those are the 3 items that are still at large. Knowing what items in level 7 is going to determine a lot, and we're going to see if Seawolf does some sabermetrics here and decides to gamble that the silver arrows are in level 9. Because let me tell you something, the silver arrows are in level 7, and Johann gambles on that, this could turn the race around.
So Johann found and purchased a bomb upgrade. And he got the maximum.
And the bomb upgrade is
bombs out of it.
6. Wow, what was the price? I didn't see it.
I didn't catch it either.
But yeah, 6 bombs, which means I guess the price was also shuffled because normally it's 104 bombs, but this time he got the maximum 6 bomb upgrade. That's a huge purchase right there by Johann. Could come in handy in level 9.
Now, there is another thing that's weighing on Seawolf's mind right now, I imagine. He still doesn't know that the wand is in 4.
Yeah, that is correct. The price was 105 rupees, thanks to Lost Cal Polydude right there. So thank you very much for that. So yep, whenever the price of the bomb upgrade is shuffled, the number of bombs you get is also going to be shuffled.
And to answer 7-8 times question, the white sword item is the white sword, as has been said in chat, and it was at the location directly south of the graveyard, right next to the Lost Woods.
Yes, indeed.
Now, if I'm Seawolf at this point, I'm probably going to go ahead and look for the item in 7 because it's nearly full cleared anyway.
Yep, you might as well at this point, considering how much of level 7 you've cleared, you might as well try and find what that item is going to be. Instead, he finds another blue Goma in the broken triple bar room, and he has found the way to the Triforce. Now, which way is he going to go first? He's going to go north, and I think he has found it.
There it is.
Let's see if he is rewarded or if the silvers are going to be in level 9. Again, we don't even know if Gana is required, but having the insurance doesn't hurt. Behind that staircase, we find the heart container. He's not going to pick it up. I don't blame him. Time is of the essence.
That means silvers and magic key are in 9, so keys may be a factor.
Yes, indeed. We got 5 keys on the board for Seawolf, and now all 8 Triforce pieces as well. And we have 6 keys on the board for Johann and 6 Triforce pieces. I will give a recap in just a moment.
Now, I think if I was in Seawolf's position, I'd probably go back to 4 and look for the item there just to make sure silvers are in 9, knowing that you've seen the red ring outside of 9.
That is correct. And now we are currently almost 53 minutes into this race. I'm now going to recap what items we now have discovered in this particular race. Level 1 had the recorder and the wooden boomerang. Level 2's item was the ladder. Level 3 had the raft. The magic wand was the item in level 4. Level 5 contains the bow. Level 6 had the red candle. Level 7, the heart container. Level 8 has the magical boomerang and the book. We now know by process of elimination the items in level 9 are the magic key and the silver arrows. Armor statue item was the power bracelet. Ladder item on the coast, red ring. And the white sword item was the white sword.
And Seawolf is going into 9, which chat brings up a good point that there's a chance again it's not even required, so it's not really worth it to go back to 4 yet.
Right. Now, we have found a staircase. Let's see if Seawolf decides to take it. If he finds the silver arrows, he'll be happy about that, but instead it's just going to take him to another part of the dungeon. Again, what he's going to look for is if he finds the compass or if he finds Zelda's room, that's going to be a hint. And as we suspected, Wizrobe's in level 9.
Not too terribly surprising. It's actually a 50% chance for Wizrobes to even be shuffled out of 9 to begin with. Then it still has to be randomized on top of that.
Ah, so we're talking the same as the standard fare for level 9 items. Yeah, that definitely does make sense.
Yep. And also, we saw very briefly on Seawolf's side that whistle to new dungeons is off. So if they blow the warp whistle, they'll go to the vanilla dungeon locations.
Yep, by whistling to new dungeons, that means you're going to whistle to the dungeon locations of the current flag you're on. Otherwise, it's just going to whistle you to the vanilla first quest places.
And that also holds true if you have a second quest overworld with non-shuffled caves.
Ah, very interesting to know. Both players have a red potion, and again, with this being a Wizrobe dungeon, this level 9, they may need it. We'll see.
So
fairy right there.
Johann's going to find himself bow blocked.
He found the silver arrow. Seawolf has found that magic staircase that's got the jackpot silver arrow, so now he's insured in case Ganon is required. Nice find.
That is huge for him. I'd say that's about... I wouldn't say it's as good as finding the compass, but it's pretty close.
I've just been informed he no longer has the red potion, and I had not seen this. It looks like you didn't either, but he has already spent his potion when he was looking for the wand back in level 4. So my apologies on that. So right now, advantage for Seawolf. He's got the potions.
Definitely.
Now we're going to check behind
Johann's going to check.
Order Lake. Yes, indeed.
Now, we don't see a tracker on his stream, but did he mark the... I'm curious to say if he marked the bush over by second quest level 7 as not burnable, in which case that would explain part of why he was looking at all of the first quest spots so hard. He might be thinking it's mixed.
Well, now he's going to check it again, and it's going to be the right call, but this could be too little too late. He does not have Z Helper on his screen, but he has burned this. He's finally burned it, and he's going to find level 5 and the item that he needs. Now, wouldn't you know it? You know it was behind that vanilla level 3 second quest. Of course, it was a door repair penalty. Underwater. Go figure.
Yep. And chat's bringing up a good point that Seawolf is down to 1 key at this point.
That's right. Keys. Resource management, we told you about this earlier. He's down to 1 key. He would love to find that magic key that is in level 9 somewhere. Down to 1 key.
And
now
4
he could
bombs.
be down to 0. Yeah, bombs, precious to remember. He did not find a bomb upgrade shop, whereas Johann did. That could come into play. Now, no more keys for Seawolf. He is pot committed to that door, and hopefully he's not key blocked the rest of the way. And, well, this could be a dead end. He's going to try and bomb to the west. No good. To the north. No. Yes, it is good. To the south. Also good.
He has choices in life.
Hey, look at this. They are not in their respective rooms. This is Ganon's room. Ganon's nowhere to be found, which means there could be multiple ways to get into Zelda's room.
Which, given the chance that Ganon is not required, could be very good for Seawolf.
Oh, no. Look at this. 2 locked doors in a game of 3-door Monty and no keys to play with. And there's the Triforce in level 5 for Johann. 1 Triforce to go. He still needs to find that bow, though.
Now, my guess is Seawolf's going to go back to that bombable wall that he opened earlier and just go through that.
Oh, no doubt about it. It's his only passage now. And he's down to 1 bomb. And look at this. Another locked door. This is what level 9 can do to you. This is why level 9 can be the great equalizer, because it loves to put in bunches of locked doors together. And, oh, shoot!
There's the shoot room. Now where does he go?
Yeah, he's in trouble now, folks.
Even if he kills these gels, he won't be able to pick up the item that drops.
Because it's going to be in center field. He'll have no chance of picking it up. Watch it be a key. Nope, bombs. And he needs those too. He's down to 1.
He needs everything.
Yep, resource management always comes into play in level 9. He just spent his last bomb for naught. Oof.
Now, he does still have a couple of open paths it looks like he can go to.
Yes, he's not out of it yet. He could still get lucky and pull this off, but it is looking dicey. This could give Johann a chance to catch up if this proves to be one of those level 9s.
And based on the fact that it looks like Johann has the Triforces out of every dungeon except for 7 now, he'll probably go into level 9 with about maybe 5 keys.
Yeah,
I don't remember if there were any locked doors on the way to the Triforce in 7.
Remember, I think Seawolf had about that many keys going into level 9. So, yeah, this this could be a race very shortly, folks.
8th gen resource management is about as important in level 9 as finding the compass, or the least important thing if you have the magic key and like 20 bombs.
Yeah, he's hoping that Zelda's not required, or Ganon's not required, rather, and that Zelda's just behind an open door at this point. But yeah, it's looking dicey. Seawolf's gonna have to get lucky right now.
I'm guessing Zelda's behind the locked door.
Shutter door did not open.
Wait.
That is Zelda's room, so Ganon required for sure.
So that's potentially good news if Ganon is not behind a locked door. Because now he knows he doesn't have to spend a key to get to Ganon.
Here's Ganon. Well, that's
right next
all
to
she
Zelda.
wrote. Yep. We'll see if this is a 0 HP fight. If not, he's going to need 15 strikes. 0 HP, Ganon. That's going to do it. Seawolf is going to pick up the Triforce of Power and win this race.
Yeah. What a stroke of luck. You know, if he checks the staircase, which I doubt he will, I bet you that's the magic key down there.
He's trying to see. Yep, there's another way to get to Zelda's room. Like I said, multiple paths because she's not in her room. But it is ladder required from that end. Needless to say, but it's all over. Seawolf has won the race in a time just over 60 minutes. That was a good seed for him. Well done to Seawolf.
Yes, indeed. And I'm just thinking if Zelda hadn't had that door on the right, that would have been a terrible fate to go through all of this seed and then be ladder blocked right at the end.
Yep. Official time for SRL on Seawolf's end, 1 hour and 30 seconds. Good time.
Very good time.
Meanwhile, Johann is just... Go ahead.
I was going to say, especially with the second quest overworld and that delay that he had finding the ladder.
And get this, the ladder not required to beat this seed. Obviously, both players picked up the ladder, but you could have beaten this seed without the ladder. So one of the rare seeds that you're going to see. In fact, second one we've already seen this week where the ladder not required to beat the seed. Amazing.
I think I've seen more ladder-less seeds in this tournament than I have for the entirety of the time I've been playing Randomizer up to this point.
Yeah, same here. You very rarely see seeds where ladder is not required. Now, right now, all of the Triforce pieces have been picked up by Johann, so he's now going to make the play to level 9. Okay, not yet. He's going to make a pit stop first. Or no, he may be making a pit stop. This is level 9. Yeah, this is level 9.
Looks like he's just going straight into 9.
Why did I think it was north of that? No, that's right. There was a shop behind that other desert whistle spot. But anyway, here's level 9. A lot of bombs at his disposal.
Yeah, it was the cheap magic shield shop and the magical sword were both also in the desert. Looks like he's going to bomb to the north. I don't think this was the way to go to get to the goodies.
I don't think it was either. But meanwhile, we do have a Seawolf in the commentator's booth with us. Seawolf, congratulations on your victory tonight. A well-played second quest seed. How are you feeling?
I'm not feeling bad. I figured 8 keys go a bit farther than 9, but not so much.
Yeah, a lot of keys in that level. Yeah, we thought you might have been in trouble there, but you were able to find the correct path to get to Zelda. And of course, Ganon being next to Zelda, that probably made things a lot easier once you figured that out.
I mean, it's gamble at 1 there. I ran in there with no silvers and figured, only one level I haven't gotten items out of a white sword to hide in some. Worst case scenario, I can find a hint, and then every hint I realized, like, oh wait, no, it's just old men talking. I'm not gonna get hit at all, am I?
Yep, these were all community hints this time around, so you're getting no hints from those old men today. If you're wondering, the white sword item was white sword.
Oh, there you go. That makes sense, actually, yeah.
Or was the wand?
It was the wand. Okay, the power bracelet was in the normal spot. Things were a little wacky, but yeah, definitely, I'm not shocked that it wasn't, once I found the red ring on the coast, I knew it wasn't, set 9, so it was much riskier, but...
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then 7, you dig all the way to 7 and you realize, oh, your goma blocked. So... Gotta find a bow somewhere.
Yep, the good old bull block there. And one of the things that cost Johann in this race was he tried to burn that bush where level 5 is, but he did it from the wrong side, and he did not go back to try and burn it from the other side. And that cost him level 5, and in my opinion, may have cost him a shot at the race.
Yeah, the bow's in there. It wasn't too far in either. It was a quick Triforce, a quick item. So it's definitely, if you're going to lose a level there, it's probably a bad one to lose.
Look at this, down to 0 keys is Johann now as well. He started with a few keys, and yep, he's down to 0. He still has 11 bombs left.
Ooh, we found a bomb upgrade. That's nice.
And yes,
By the way, bomb upgrade.
and it looks like he. Oh, go ahead.
Bomb upgrade was not the normal price or the normal number of bombs. It was 105 and a 6 bomb upgrade.
Hey, not bad.
You were saying something isolated? Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying that it's kind of interesting that in terms of keys, Johann took the same path that you did, Seawolf, and ran out of keys in the same room.
It's kind of funny. So I guess the matchup with key then has to be in 9 as well.
Yes.
Yep.
That'd be nice to find. But yeah, once,
Yep, and it has not been found yet, though.
yeah, but a lot of enemies actually, they swapped up the enemy drops. Bombs were pretty common. So bombs are not really a problem in the seed. I had one stretch, like 20 minutes in, where I couldn't find a bomb drop, but tons of jet bombs be dropped.
How about everything being 0 HP in the second quest? Everything 0 HP.
Well, that's a bad day to be in anything, because I found a sword pretty fast. So boomerang was, I found sword then boomerang. So you're right, you got 0 points. Sorry guys, picked the wrong seed to be in. And it was mixed, if I'm not mistaken, because I do have some mixed locations marked with things in them.
It was not mixed. It was second quest, just one large secret.
I marked things. It's weird, but I have 2 things marked in my mixed categories that are, things I thought I found. I guess I was wrong. So I was doing mixed hunting. So that could have been really bad if I was. I never got to the dead woods, did I? Nope, I never got to the dead woods at all.
Yeah, as far as we're concerned, everybody's confirming this. We confirmed it early on. This was second quest.
All right, well then I bumbled through it and somehow managed to do it without hitting the wrong bushes and bomb spots.
Yes, indeed.
Oops. But Johann's probably not too far behind me. So that's good. I figured, again, no HP seed is pretty good for combat, or actually minimizes combat. Wizrobes were very uncommon. Definitely helped. Yeah.
Having the Korea set in 7, I imagine, helped too.
Definitely. I mean, with 0 HP is not nearly as terrifying, but if you're doing staircase hopping and with robes, you jump out of the stairs and get shot in the face. So that's always a problem.
Yep. So, right now, Johann still has not found the silver arrows yet.
So that's kind of.
He doesn't quite know he needs them yet because he also hasn't found Zelda.
Right.
Yeah, I was clearing rooms not for keys. I was clearing rooms to find. I was trying to find the accomplice as fast as possible. To figure out what Zelda was in 9.
Yep.
But ended up just being double luck and got to a point where it's like, okay, well, we only bomb walls now, so we'll just go follow the walls until we get stopped, and then we have to run out and buy the key of shame.
Well, Seawolf, as I like to say sometimes, you just got to be lucky to win these races. Well, there's the map discovery right there by Johann.
All right, the map. Don't discount the map because it's nice knowing where you're looking.
Yeah, indeed.
It's a lot easier to map out where the staircases lead to if you're taking staircases because you know you have to search for silvers at that point. Speaking of, Johann just found them.
Oh, good.
Yes, indeed. He has found the jackpot himself, so now he'll be able to defeat Ganon, and he's going to be happy to discover this is a 0 HP fight, and also he's going to be happy to discover that Zelda's next door.
Pretty much. She's 2 rooms away, so it wasn't. I was excited, just like, yes, I can walk up to Zelda's room. It's going to be easy, and she wasn't there. It's
Nope.
like, crap. And then she was a room away, so still got lucky.
Yep. So, just out of curiosity, you knew the path to Zelda. I was just curious why you went the other way, knowing that there may have only been one path to Zelda's room.
Actually, I did know the path to Zelda. If I saw it, I did by accident. I was in before. I didn't clear it out. I might have updated in that room and said, okay, time to go back because I'm out of keys.
Gotcha. Okay,
So
you were in that room. We just didn't see it cleared out.
Yeah, I didn't clear it because I was like, I don't have any keys. It's not a drop room. Time to go back to start.
Oh, I was just about to say this looks like a dead end. It's not a dead end. Not quite.
Not quite yet, although these Lambelas have something to say to Johann.
Did Johann grab the ring, I hope?
He has it.
Okay,
Yep.
good.
He just hasn't found the path to Zelda yet.
Nope,
If I
which
get it,
means- yeah, because it's, again, right next to her, just a couple of rooms away. Hard to miss it.
So that was probably the fastest level 3 I've seen in one of these seeds yet.
And it was probably a welcome sight considering it was a Wizrobe dungeon.
Well, again, with the 0 HP, it didn't really matter too much. And the Triforce in room 2 was like, okay, well, come back with full health and shoot sword beams at them. Like, don't even get near them. So it was pretty tame comparatively.
And Johann has found Ganon.
There we go. Yeah, with 0 HP, it's not really terrifying. And there's so many bomb drops, like, I got to the point where I was just dropping bombs in combat to kill clumps at once just to speed it up.
Ganon has been killed, and Johann shoots a silver arrow at the wall, thinking he had some bombs. And he's going to see the shutter door open and find Zelda, or Link in this case himself.
There we go. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, 110 for a second quest seed with the items buried pretty deep in a lot of places is that's no mean feat.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that the ladder was that deep into 2, actually.
That was deep. The 7 item was deep. It ended up being useless, but 4 I just walked out of. No, I walked in, grabbed Triforce, and walked out. So got lucky there.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
So I had the spot for level 5, but I burned it wrong.
Yeah, it's tricky. I always forget that too.
I figured I might have burned it wrong, but I would come back for it. And then that ended up being the last spot on the world map I hadn't checked.
Oh no.
So I full cleared the world map.
Ugh, I literally...
And I got
Yeah.
Goma blocked in 7 after full clearing it otherwise, and had to go back in.
I had the same 7, but I literally did not go to the Dead Woods. Like, I went to the graveyard first, and then I never went back to that side of the map. I cleared Death Mountain first, and then went east.
I would have done a lot better had I gone to 5 when I misburned it. If I tried again and got in, I would have finished a lot faster because I would have gotten the bow before 7.
Right.
Yep. Interesting that neither of you checked the Deadwoods until late into the seed.
I didn't check it at all. I just kept finding dungeons, so I go over there.
Well, and that just makes it so late into the seed that it's in negative time.
Yeah, I kept running into large clusters of squares on the map that I could check, so I never wound up winding my way over there. I always figure it's better to go for a whole bunch more spots than one isolated spot that's somewhat nearby but takes me further away from the cluster of spots that's in the same distance the other direction.
True.
I always go for the larger group.
And also with the recorder going to old dungeons, I could get to level 3 on a snap. So getting over there would be easy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, your time was 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 3 seconds. That's a difference of 9 minutes and 33 seconds. So yeah, the level 5, yeah, if you would have went around and burned the bush from the other side, this very well could have been a different ending.
Yeah, that literally cost me the race, I think.
It's very possible, because I went to 7, got blocked there. 2, I got bomb blocked, actually. I went through most of 2 and had to go back to finish it off, because I couldn't find a bomb for that, 5-minute span.
Yeah. Raft and whistle blocked. 1-hit kill. Plus, I got wand, and this first item I got was the wand, I think. And then the ladder.
I'm not sure.
And I figured you might have got about the same items at the same time. So I was like, I have to fight efficiently, otherwise I'm going to lose because this is too fast of a seed.
Yeah, I went to 1 and 8 first, so I got all the crap stuff out of the way. I got the recorder, both bananas, and the book. I was like, okay, this is awful. I'm so far behind now because I have 4 trash items.
Having a level 8 have both the inferior model and the book in it was a little unfortunate.
That was a friendly 8, so it was a Goria set, so it wasn't like I got ground down there.
Yeah. If it had been a Wizard set, it probably would have been another story.
And it was almost deathless. I got tagged that 1 Dark Nut in that 1 room in, I think, 2.
Oh, I haven't checked how many deaths I had. I don't think it was more than 1. It might have been deathless.
Yeah, it could easily have been. I was just a lucky shot. My controller's got diagonals on it, so I hit it and I turned left and stabbed into air and took a Dark Nut to the grill.
Yeah, I got 1, then ladder, then red ring. So nothing was able to kill me.
Yeah, you were a savage then. No, I had Woody, and I didn't find red ring till I beat 7. I went through 7, got blocked like crap. They go to go see the bows there.
Yeah.
That'd be stupid. And it was Red Ring. So
I had
Both of you guys played the seed extremely well.
Yeah, absolutely. It just came down to the one route for level 5. Otherwise, we could have seen perhaps the closest race of the tournament so far. Who knows what the times would have been, because you two both played the sea extremely well.
You know what's crazy is the last 3 races I've had in tournaments, which are the last 3 races I've done. One was a deep 7. I missed the silver arrows. I ducked out of 7 early and ended up losing the race because of it. And I think there was a whistle block. And then the last race I had was a Goma block, I think. Or no, it wasn't. That was some other race I was watching. The last one was it was either a whistle block or I think it was a raft block. It's right, because the same island that 7 was on was important in the last race I did. And now we had this with both a raft and a whistle.
Well, actually, the raft was not required.
yeah, not sure of the raft block. I'm not seeing it.
Oh, right. I just put the dungeon in the wrong place in my track.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Whistle was required. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, one of the raft spots was a penalty. I'm like telling people, this is the one thing I don't like seeing in raft spots. Why do you put a penalty there? It's unfair.
Oh, I didn't have money for the first half hour. I ran to knee constantly.
Yeah, we were talking about in the race how it seems like I've seen 50 penalty caves already.
I think in Second Quest Overworld you have a total of 10. That's a good 200 rupees that you have the potential to lose.
That's right.
Oh yeah. By the way, this being a mixed overworld, I did check every single map square that could have an entrance.
This did not look like a mixed overworld. This felt like Second Quest. There was only one large secret.
Yeah,
It could have
we're
been.
pretty
second.
certain it was straight second.
Okay.
Again, let me try a second. I also
I'm gonna
check.
have some difficulty telling the difference between those two.
Yeah, I marked something on my map the wrong way. I just marked as an X to make sure it was, don't go back there and hit it again with a bomb, and that ended up making me think it was mixed.
Well,
So-
last race was mixed, so I was anticipating that possibility, and I think I just confirmation bias.
Although it's good that both of you guys purchased the arrows soon after getting that large secret.
That's right.
Well, that's a nice
Was
policy.
there? How many arrow shops were there? Was there only one? Because
No,
last
it was standard shop, so I think there's like
okay.
4 or 5 or something like
And there
that.
were bombs. I
But
found
with all the
three.
door repairs, the money was just bleeding out.
Yeah.
Once I got it, I just immediately went back. I just up-aid, went to the what's it called, any road, and just bought it as fast as I could.
Yeah. The last race, my biggest problem was not knowing when to stop fighting, like killing too many enemies, killing enemies I didn't need to kill in rooms, whether there were drops in there or not. Sometimes on the overworld, I'd kill extra enemies. This time I was like, I'm going to make sure I kill as little as possible and just keep going.
Yeah, all I really killed in the overworld, other than bomb drops, I killed all but one of the blue mountain screens because they were like set. They were dropping nothing. So just get them in my face and minimize the lag because they were coming in droves.
So many dungeons in this seed had Triforces and items right at the entrance.
Yep. Which is kind of surprising because that's not something you usually see.
Yeah.
Especially with one, having both items just
One took
right
like
there.
3 rooms.
I actually went pretty deep in one. I went to the face of the eagle first, went back around to the wing. So I actually did a lot of digging there.
Yeah.
As far as I
went
saw,
up the middle and then I got out. Because by the time I got to 1, all I needed was Triforce pieces.
Okay,
And
yeah,
a bow,
I found
so
that.
I found the item early and then I was out.
I also found that first, so I was able to dig through as fast as possible, get some keys out of it, get some items out of it.
I probably should have dug for keys, judging by my 9.
It didn't matter. Apparently, I ran out of keys the same room you did. I walked in with 8 keys and was cleaned out instantly.
Well, I ran out of keys halfway through 9 and still lucked out there was a route that didn't require any keys from where I was. Like, I started 9 with, 6 or 7 keys maybe? And I burned through them so fast.
Yeah, it didn't last long.
Well,
Alrighty.
good race. Good luck in the next round. I'm going to go
Definitely.
back and watch it. I want to see
Thank
what you did.
Well,
don't do it.
Oh, denied.
prickly like a cactus.
Oh, you forgot to hit the record button this time, did you? Okay.
Having Summer Games flashbacks.
I'm gonna next time I'm gonna run my laptop and I'm gonna have OBS with the screen off, just recording Jam's stream so I can watch it no matter whether he wants me to or not.
So, was that also you just simulating the chat too, then?
What was? Oh, Jam?
Yeah. Yep.
Elena, take a hike.
All right, so congratulations on a fine race, both of you, and good luck to you in the next race, and enjoy the rest of the tournament.
Of course, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so that was quite a race there. These two players were neck and neck, but again, just came down to that one factor. I mean, this was a pretty evenly matched race. It just came down to that one turn in level 5 that ended up being the decider and what gave Seawolf the win right there, isolated.
Indeed. Because really, up until that point, it didn't look like either player had an advantage over the other. It's just missing that bush and not going back to recheck it.
Yep. That might be a lesson to future Zelda Randomizer racers. If you miss an area because your shot was off, check it again, because you just never know what is going to be behind that bush, what is going to be behind that bombable wall in the caves. Always check. If you know there's a spot you can check it, you missed, check it again, provided you still have the resources.
That is especially true for the case of bombable walls, because you may accidentally have it just be one tile over, and that changes everything.
Yep, absolutely. You've got to be precise on those shots, and sometimes that's where red candle can come in handy for maybe beginning players here, because with the red candle, you can shoot that candle as many times as you can on the same screen. So it's very useful if you're not a very good shot with that candle.
Something else you can also do is if you put either the fire of the candle or the bomb on the tile that you want and the tile next to it, if it's in between the two tiles, it will work.
Yep, giving you that gives you a huge range on that shot. So something else to keep in mind as well. So a few tips from us commentators right here for the Zelda Randomizer Tournament. That is going to do it for us tonight. There are no other races scheduled for Friday night. However, we've got now, I said earlier we had a septuple header. We now have an octuple header. That's right, folks. 8 races for you tomorrow, Saturday. And it all kicks off in the morning, 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. Adirondack Rick versus Penolf. And we have TGE and Crimson Avix doing the commentary on that race. Then later on, it'll be you, Isolated 99. Looks like you're on the docket. You're going to be up against Crimson Avix. How are you feeling about that race, Isolated?
Well, I feel like as long as I work on the whole not dying thing, I might be okay. Because I think that's what's hurting me the most, at least in my last race, was I have this thing where I tend to die when I shouldn't.
Yep, that can happen indeed. And that race, by the way, is going to be at noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central. And then after that, we've got RC Drone versus Vicnin happening at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 o'clock Central. By the way, Greenleaf and Adaginos are doing the commentary on your race. Liquid Husband and MTI are currently slated to do the commentary on that race. Then we have Rob Draven and Zoigman. That's going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. We've got Cyber Chaos X doing the commentary. We're still looking for commentary help on that particular race. Perhaps if I get home early enough, maybe I might jump in. Who knows? Then we've got Dig Shake and Darkwing Duck at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 o'clock Central. And this is an overlap because at 5:01 p.m. Eastern, yes, you heard me correctly, 5:01 Eastern, 4:01 Central, we've got our own JamEvil versus Kamek. Boy, that should be a very exciting matchup right there. Adaginos, and you're going to be doing the commentary with Adaginos on that race, so you should be looking forward to that one. That's going to be a fun one.
Yes, it will.
And then later on in the evening, we got a couple of evening races. We've got Truant Gamer and Breasticle, who had the big win against RC Drone last weekend. That race is going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Central. And then the last race of the octuple header is going to be Chest Jerk and Zardia, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. Now, we currently have 3 schedules right now, 3 races where we know that the contests are going to be held at. The Adirondack Rick Penolf race is going to be on the Dave's channel, and your race against Crimson Avix, along with RC Drone's race against Victon, is going to be on JamEvil's channel. The other 5, we currently don't have a channel designation at this time, so please make sure you're checking the document to know when and where the race is going to be. You want to wrap things up here, Isolated?
Yeah. So tomorrow is just going to be slam-packed with as many races as we could probably fit in one day reasonably without a ton of overlap. And this probably has to do with the fact that we've got that holiday on Sunday, so I don't know what we're going to see then. I know I'm personally going to be out all day.
Yeah, same here.
So we might also see some more late races on the weeknights this week coming up, just because of that Sunday being a holiday.
Yeah, that's right. In fact, we currently have no races scheduled for that particular day. There's no races scheduled for Easter Sunday. We had Matrick and Zarby 89, but that has been pushed back a week. I've got April 23rd, 6 p.m. Eastern for that race. But again, check those listings on the Google Docs because they are subject to change. So if we have no other words, I think we're going to call it right here.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so on behalf of the 2 racers tonight, Johan and the theseawolf1, on behalf of JamEvil, our restreamer and tech person, and on behalf of my commentator partner, Isolated999, this is LZ Cards Fan 23 signing off. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we will see you all tomorrow for a lot of exciting action on the Zelda 1 Randomizer Tournament. Until then, have yourselves a great evening, and take care, everybody. So long.
Everyone have a good night. Happy Easter and Passover and whatever other holidays happen to be falling this weekend.